Was that a good take? That felt oddly out of character. Let me start over. This is actually what I needed. Shout out to Christine bringing this back from Thailand. Dare I say, it's better than Yao A. If you know, you know. To all my Vietnamese sisters and brothers. It's like a Vicks stick on one end. The other end is the actual ointment. So you can take it out and like put it on your little congested throat. Seriously, has been getting me through this past week. If you don't hear it, I am currently getting over a cold. My birthday weekend was just me hermiting. On top of that, I also had an eye infection from one eye that gave it to the other eye. I still sound a little bit sexier than normal with all the mucus. Spent the past couple of days nesting, resting, kind of getting my together. I've just been so overwhelmed with this move. Where is the grace that I always talk about? Here's the thing. I'm trying to rewrite my internal monologue, right? This past year, that's been the goal. Nothing is linear, I know that. But it's like during the times that I need to be the kindest to myself is when I'm beating down on myself and drowning in all of the things that I have to do. And the times that I find myself being nice is when I actually get things done. It kind of feels like a reward system. It's like I'm parenting myself with both parents in the picture. Wow, rare nowadays. Rare for me at least, and most of my friends. But it's like I have one parent being the fun parent and the other parent being the strict parent. The fun parent only comes out when good things are happening, and then the strict parent comes out when everything is just kind of piling on top of me, things that I need to do, things that I've been avoiding with every inch of my body. And you guys probably know this. It's when you get to doing the work that you've been avoiding, that's where the magic happens. But I can't do that if my strict parent is just like hounding down on my ass and constantly putting me in timeout, you know? It's this internal war of these made-up parental figures in my head. And in noticing that, I've been able to really navigate what the voices in my head are doing. They're just trying to make sense of everything. But obviously during a time of change, nothing has to make complete sense. It just has to move me forward in some sort of way. And that's the thing that I need to keep reminding myself. If I'm moving forward in any minuscule way, making my bed, getting some sort of movement in, talking to a good friend, taking inventory of any distractions that have gone way overboard, and redirecting myself back onto the path. It's this constant rework back into focus. But you guys, this whole morning, you know what I spent it on? I spent it on the phone on hold with this insurance company from nowhere. Intigon Insurance Company? I don't know. I've never heard of it. One of the things that I've been dealing with these past couple of weeks is my mom's car that was parked on the street was ran into by our lovely neighbor. Their insurance is Intigon. My mom's car is not able to move. She bumped into her tire, so it dented inward, so you can't drive the car. But her car's okay. Still feel so lost, but I'm getting answers. I'm getting answers, but so slowly, because Intigon likes to put you on hold for an hour. Also, another fun thing that's happening in 2 weeks, I found my mom a new apartment. This is gonna be her first big girl apartment. She's been living in back houses, living with familiar Vietnamese people so that it feels comfortable for her, but the living situation itself is so bad. Every time it rains, her place floods. I remember sleeping over once. If you're in LA, do you remember Hurricane Hillary was supposed to hit us? It did hit us, and it wasn't as bad as everybody was making out to be, but it did flood her place. And I remember us waking up at 4 a.m. and putting towels everywhere, and she was just like, yeah, that just happens when it rains. And I was like, Mom, this is not okay. And the angel that my sister is, she's like, I'll help Mom pay a higher rent if that means her having a way better living situation. So that's exciting. Wait, do you guys want to see what I colored in earlier while I was on hold? This. The inspiration was my eye infection this past weekend. This is a planetary alignment for mental bliss, a self-work and coloring book with essays on the artificial human and social capital and masochism and depression and coolness and generations and more by Alice Sparkly Cat. My friend Annalie gave this to me. It's been healing. So what I've been doing is when I need to hop onto a phone call that I don't want to be on, aka doing taxes, talking to insurance companies that don't want to talk to you, like a toddler, I color. Why, you might ask? When I used to do important phone calls, I would get anxious because these are things that I'm learning as I go, like how to talk to a doctor, how to set up appointments, setting up bills for your place, just do like the nitty-gritty of life, you know? I tend to get really anxious. And so what I used to do is have the phone on speaker and then go and do my emails or have maybe like a YouTube video on. I would do some other tasks that really required a lot of brain space and a lot of focus, I guess, to distract myself from the fact that I'm about to start talking to a bank or something serious. And then I just found myself being more disengaged from each activity. Once I'm off of hold, or if they're asking me important questions, I'm not really there and I'm not really absorbing blocking information or giving them information that they might need from me, and then I get more lost in the sauce. So doing something like coloring, it's a lot more mindless, it's therapeutic, doesn't require too much thought, so I can still be on my toes talking to this important person. On the phone, of course. If this was Zoom call or like in person, obviously be there, but this is specifically for phone call anxiety if you have that. Seems like such a crazy type of anxiety to hold, but it is something that I hold, and that's that. Yep. This is now my dedicated bedroom. All I did was I pushed my bed from this end to this wall. I needed a big white wall for this lovely thing right here. I've had 2 projectors in the past, and I've worked with many projectors for events. Nothing has worked better than the LG Cinebeam Q. Before we move on to the rest of the video, I really want to thank LG for sponsoring this portion of the video and making my home movie theater come to life. I just feel like this was meant to go with my furniture. The way it seamlessly blended in. Did you guys do this on purpose? From the hardware choice to the size choice, it's so light. This is fully a 4K UHD laser projector. I think it goes up to 120 inches. If we have like a summer barbecue up on the rooftop, I'm bringing this guy up and setting up the vibes. Can you imagine like a summertime rooftop gathering as the sun is setting? This turns on. It's just like beautiful scenic views of waves crashing or mountains. Oh, I'm getting excited. We're gonna make that happen. Another aspect that I wanted to highlight is the 360 rotating handle, which also doubles as a kickstand for it. There were some awkward places that I wanted to put it around the house. I didn't have to whip out like a book to stand it on because of the kickstand. It's just so handy. So LG has equipped this projector with an auto screen adjustment feature. Basically, it helps create this clean cut rectangular screen and adjusts focus for you as you're maneuvering it around. I remember the good old days when I would have to manually focus a projector. It would take forever and always just be slightly blurry, but not with this one. The focus is insane. It's so easy to turn on. One of my turn-offs about projectors in general is that usually it takes like 5 wires. You have to click a bunch of settings, switch over your output input. But this, with the remote, power it on. And then they also have some quick app buttons too, like Netflix, Disney Plus, Prime Video. One of the nights when I wanted to fall asleep watching something, this projector has a sleep timer. I set it on, 30 minutes, I was out like a light, and so was the LG Cinebeam Q. No wasting electricity. And I fell asleep to Minari. Had some pretty emotional dreams at night. Wouldn't recommend Minari to fall asleep to. I guess I just needed to feel something that night. Oh, it's like a piece of art. I'm like so proud to have it on display. Usually I'm trying to conceal all of my electronics, but this is it. They're gorgeous. I took my story case bookshelf, I rearranged the shelving, and the projector can stay there. So now I have this big open white space for the projector. I'm also thinking about putting on maybe my paintings that are going to be removable if I put a little shelf at the bottom as opposed to pinning it. I'm still thinking about this chair situation, but I guess it works for now. Over by the window, I have the bench that I got from Olive Atelier. Guys, this morning we're going to Olive Atelier. We're gonna check out some home stuff. Is they repurpose everything. They have like their showroom area, and then they also have an area in the back room. The staging of everything here and the color palette is just so zen. It's definitely pieces that can go in many different ways. Very sculptural pieces. Maybe to put plants in this corner. I'm not sure yet. I also have this Sanofu stool that I got from the Rose Bowl flea market not too long ago. I love how lightweight this bench is, so I can move it around the house. I think it might also go up into the loft area, which I have decided to make it like this Japanese tea area. We'll slowly work on that. This can go up there once that's all ready. I think for this phase of my apartment, I really want to focus on dark colors. Really love the look of black furniture interspersed with chrome and a light wood like birch, and then a few dabbles of like different shades of white. And I think where the pops of color will come in is with my artwork, books and zines, records, stuff that's more pop culture and shows more personality of what I like. That's kind of what I've been thinking of to stick to for this place. Just like this huge juxtaposition, whoa, big word, this huge juxtaposition of brutalist and Japandi. And then I have my mid-century modern. I feel like layering different styles strategically speak to me more than sticking to just one. I feel like I would get really bored with just one aesthetic. Never take it too seriously, just playing around. I think that's the one thing that I try to like remind some of my friends who are decorating their spaces is to not take it too seriously and to do things that feel good to you. Pull inspiration from multiple sources and then mesh it into something that describes you, makes you feel at home. I think it's really easy to make our place look like page 5 out of a furniture catalog, right? But after finding myself trying to replicate exactly what a storefront might create, it just feels so sterile. Unless the sterile look is what you're going for, that's totally fine too. I think I just need a mix of it, that's all. There are pockets of my loft that do feel serial killer clean. And then there are also pockets of my apartment that are more warm and welcoming. So yeah, do you. Don't take it too seriously. Just know that you can always change something. You can always rearrange something like I did with my bed. I finally got the projector screen installed. Professionally, I didn't do this. Okay. The projector screen itself, you guys. I bought this off of Amazon, by the way. I'll link everything down below if you guys are interested in setting up your own little at-home AMC Theater, Regal Cinemas situation. It stops perfectly so that you still see the credenza. To my right or to your left is the Niels Gammelgaard shelf. And I decided to use it as a sort of divider for the two rooms. The reason why I love it as a divider for this specific space right now, it's not blocking any light. As a matter of fact, it's actually serving as a tunnel of light because I have a really cool lamp by Gantri and they collabed with Tombogo. One of my friend's brands, which is so fucking cool. It's a bag, but it's a light. All the gantry lights, by the way, are dimmable. I'm always trying to set the mood. Unfortunately, the sunlight in my place goes away pretty quickly, so I wanted to make sure that I didn't use a divider that completely blocks out light in my space. The lichen one, which is the wooden bamboo one, the wavy one, would have done. That bamboo divider is a very warm and welcoming piece, so I'm definitely gonna have to play around with it. I can't believe it. I finally got my hands on my dream shelf. First of all, I never thought that I would have a dream shelf, but here we are. I present to you the Rivet Shelf by Frema. Wow! Fireworks, fireworks, fireworks. Angelic singing. This is the peak of my existence right now. You can make fun of me for being excited about a shelf. Has been on my wish list for 2 years. It's been on my wish list before I ever got my own apartment, so cool. The fact that I don't have anything on it right now and it's looking amazing already, I really think it brought together my living room area. I can't wait to put, I don't know, a flower on it. Even like this lamp. I need to charge it. I got 2 of these beautiful chrome mushroom lamps from Amazon. This is a proud Amazon find. I have some of these dried flowers. This is a little hack. It's not really a hack. Nowadays, I feel like people think that everything is a hack. Like the most obvious things. This might be a hack. I don't know. But sometimes buying live flowers, it can add up over the weeks. I'm a big supporter of buying flowers for yourself on a Sunday morning. You're on a stroll through your local farmer's market and you pick up a bouquet for your home. Realistically, I can't be doing that every week. So what I suggest is if you find a bouquet that you think would dry up nicely, the colors will be more muted right before they start wilting. Take them to your window and let them lay out until they're crispy. I have these mini vases from Goodie LA. Thank you so much for sending these over. I'm thinking of just arranging some dry bouquets in them and putting them around the house, staggered like this. And then a rose in the middle, maybe. That's kind of cute. Yeah, okay, so now I need a trim. Yes, I am using the same scissors I used to cut my bangs. Cute. It's all about levels, you guys. So I definitely want the rose to be the shortest in here. Oh, it smells so good. It is eucalyptus. Mmm. guys, I'm taking my mom out on a date today. We're currently at Freeze LA and I sent a car to pick her up from work and she's making her way over to the west side and I got a +1 and I was like, why don't I bring my mom? This is such a great opportunity for her to see things, and I feel like I can finally do something for her that will like make her feel a little proud. I don't know. I hope she has a good time. I'm like nervous. First date kind of nervous. This year, I really wanted to focus on breaking new barriers with my mom and build that bestie type of relationship. And this is the start to it. Oh my gosh. The other night though, I was FaceTiming her because I was having like a hard emotional night. I was like, let me FaceTime my mom. I never do that, by the way, unless I had something proud to share with her or if it was something more logistical. But I was feeling some type of way. I was taking off my makeup. She gave me some advice. She gave me some really good advice. And it isn't until I started asking for my mom for more personal advice, for more girlfriend type advice, that I got to explore more of what she's been through. Hi, pretty lady. Oh, thank you. Freeze.
Wow, đẹp ha?
Yeah. Jeff, fun, was it cool? My mom bumping into like $1 million paintings.
The human body does not lie.
Human body does not lie.
There are many different humans and body shapes. I'm Gymnast Young Haksong.
Hello, I served in the Special Forces for over 11 years. I was the first Korean to win the World Firefighter Game. Strong and reliable.
I'm eating something I made yesterday. I made 2 salmon fillets. I pan-fried it and then basted it with garlic butter. And then I sprinkled Old Bay seasoning. So good. And on the next day, it tasted even better. Salt and pepper, of course. And then I just sauteed greens, these mushrooms. What kind of mushrooms are these? They're not enoki mushrooms. I cut up the rest of my cherry tomatoes. This is usually what I do when I have like little bits of a bunch of vegetables and they're gonna be bad in like a couple days. So I just throw them all into a pan, some olive oil, some garlic, some salt and pepper, any seasoning you'd like. I think I put Fly by Jing's sauce in here and I just tossed it up. So easy and delicious and such a good way to consume the veggies. Sometimes when I'm just eating raw veggies, my stomach bloats up so much and I get a little indigested. And I'm watching Body 100 right now. Everyone looks like a sculpture. They are sculptures. They're looking at their own sculptures right now. Is this the height of narcissism? I don't know. This is YouTube. Me filming myself eating. That's it. Anyway, little dinner by myself. And a little mindless reality TV show. I'm not above it. I'm not above reality TV shows. Drop me your favorite.
Hello.
Hello. Are you partners? A couple?
No, we're brother and sister.
Sibling.
Brother and sister. Siblings. Wow.
Where are you from?
I'm from Germany.
Germany.
Germany. Thank you.
Go on in. He stands out too much.
Is this everyone here? All 100 of us?
Who is he?
Commentary.
Volka?
Yes. Hey, there's a camera?
Oh.
That's where, you stripped already? That's crazy. Why is everyone so fit?
Oh, everyone here is so very fit.
I don't know why I decided to watch Minari. I'm definitely gonna cry before bed. Yeah. I don't know why I do this to myself. Anyway, good night. Bye.